yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she...
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play, Mills looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Chargers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 29, Mills on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded at the 33. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play fake, Mills. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Running on first down, Ekeler trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Pickens on the slant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. throwing. Mills. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention is awfully difficult.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard. Yeah,
you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The Chargers gonna signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, Mills. A quick throw, but incomplete. Donald Parham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
first down. Mills. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mills. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Mills to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Mills on 1st down. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs 10.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first and 10, Mills. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Mills throw taken in by Palmer. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Mahomes now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Eckler. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Now Mills on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got this down to the 35. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action. Mills under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Mills. And this one too low. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he fends him off. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On play action, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Play action now, Mills. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 24.
Chargers 48, Chiefs 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And the Chargers first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chargers, they're
I'm Gonzo, got your best friend hanging out the arm.